Hey guys, it's I.B.B. dropping in here on the Canyon map, and this is post commentary here today. In fact, the next few games in a row are probably going to be post commentary. So if you happen to like the post commentary, you're going to be very, very happy. If you happen to like the live commentary, well, I'm sorry. We're just sort of, my clan and I have this thing going on right now where we're really encouraging everybody to get on comms. And so that's what we're doing during this game. Here with that guy, you saw him melt pretty quick there. That's because we're all on comms and we're all watching that guy walk across there. And so we all just sort of focused our fire on him, and his HP went bye-bye really quick. So that's what happened there. And now I'm just going to back up my teammate over there. He tells me, that's Puddin', he tells me in my headphones he's gonna go for that beacon. And so with mid-range, I'm gonna do what you do with mid-range. I'm gonna back up my teammate from a distance. And so whoever's firing at him, I'm gonna fire at them. And fortunately, that carnage with Zeus's took a couple of shots at Puddin' over there, and Puddin' had a galahad, so a physical shield, and he wasn't really able to do anything to him. So as per my modem in these games, what I usually do is I don't really focus on one player all that often. You know, I don't really like to play this game with blinders on all that much. I like to keep my head on a swivel and move from left to right and right to left, and whoever it is that I can take HP from, that's what it is that I want to do. And so that's what you saw me doing there. But at the same time, never really leaving my teammate to fend for himself. Now, some may argue that I, might have done that in that situation, but really what I was doing was scanning this battlefield to see exactly what was going on. Who else was going to be shooting at him? So here I'm being pursued by that carnage over there with the Zeus's, and that is not the same one from earlier. It is another one. In fact, I think these guys had 3 of these on the field at one point. I didn't really check out the video all that closely to, do a count on that, but this guy is making a mistake right about now, and that's he is focused too hard in on me, and he's trying to get an angle. And when you have somebody hiding behind a structure like this, it is really easy for me to just take a step back behind the structure here and guard myself from someone who has a weapon like a Zeus. Now, if you've got splash damage, it's a little bit harder, but when you don't have splash damage, doing what he did was probably not the best thing. He had his sights set on me. I was almost dead, and that psychologically is probably what happened there. And that happens to a lot of players. It's human nature. You see someone who's almost dead, and you just focus in on that guy, and it doesn't matter if you only need one shot from a Taran to take you out. You're gonna have 4 guys focusing fire on you, and so that is a good thing. You can use that to your advantage. That's one of the benefits of staying in a bot that might be disabled, or maybe you've lost some of your mobility or your weapons or something like that. So you saw me playing with the structure there, just sort of poking my orkins out from the side, taking a shot at this guy. I know I've got teammates around me, so it's a pretty safe play to do there. And at this point I realized, hey, I'm right here. This left side on this side of the structure is pretty well cleared out. I'm just gonna run up here and grab this beacon. Alright, so now I've got all the red team members here, and I don't know, maybe just sort of not poking my head out from there. I mean, I got some damage, I did some damage, I did some good. I've got some teammates off behind me here that are also supporting me. So, that I really can't complain about that all that much. I'm not going to complain about a whole lot of anything, really, to be honest. You know me! It's what I do. I float with the float and bounce with the butterflies. If that means anything, I don't know. That's So here I'm going to venture just a little bit further up than I normally would, probably, only because I have a teammate right here, and I'm using my shield to help protect him for however long I had that shield for. You know, if I can save him a little bit of HP with my shield, then that's what I want to do. So I'm saving both of us. So here my goose is cooked because they just all came out from around the corner there. And these guys did a really nice job at keeping this game close for as long as they could. And of course here I see this guy going for a home beacon, and so I just decided to jump over here and put some fire in his face. He's taking fire from several of us, so he wasn't going to really last long. Now this other griff right here has splash. I just used my jump, so I can't get away from this, but I love it when they make it my job easy like that. So he jumped up on top of the structure here of the landscape instead of staying down there, so he could jump up, get a shot in on me, but then go back down behind cover. Instead of doing that, he jumped up on top of it, and he allowed me to actually take him out. So now I'm sensing, you know, I'm smelling blood in the water here at this point. I'm looking up at the board, and they're down 2 players. Now here's the situation right here. I'm going to actually take a couple of shots at this guy, but I'm not going to do any damage. And a lot of people would say to me in my videos, dude, why don't you just turn the camera so that you can see what it is that they're in? You're so ridiculous. Well, that's because I don't really care what I already know what he's in. He's in a plasma grip because he was shooting at me just prior to that. You see, that's what happens when you actually pay attention in this game. You know what's going on. And so I didn't, you know, I took a couple of shots at him with some plasma. I knew I should be doing damage, but I wasn't. And so I knew that he was either behind something or the terrain was protecting him. Either case, I didn't really need to see any of that. I knew what was going on. So there you go. Just FYI tip. Oh, at this point I realized, you know what? I saw somebody else pop in here, and so I realized their spawn was behind us, and I flipped around, and I was in my headphones talking to Puddin, who was right next to me, saying, hey, behind us, and then he says to me, what, who, what, oh, yeah, and then by that point, I'm toast and I'm in my rog, so thanks, Puddin. Glad you got my back. So this was a tight game. They did a really nice job for, you know, the team that they had, and they kept this close for as long as they could, but they ended up just botting out at the end, which is what sealed their fate. But they were really actually a very good foe to face, and they weren't just going to hand over the win, that's for sure. So hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I have new gameplay videos every single day. Smash the thumbs up or thumbs down button. It's a free country, free world, do what you like. So I was pretty satisfied with my gameplay in this one here. You can see I got top of the scorecard, and I also got the beacon reward as well. So, hey, we'll check you later.